A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. Fellow citizens of Guyana, we have lived to see a lot of problems from Burnham time, even on to this day. We have seen all what is happening, but yet you two race in Guyana will not understand. You cannot blame each other for what happened in the 60s because of the CIA under John F. Kennedy. All right? Wake to hell up. Every Guyanese family deserves a piece of land, money to build your dream house, take care of your wife and your children because that is your continuation of your generation for the future. This time of tribalism have to stop. And I want the Guyanese Indian to listen to me carefully. What happened in the 1960s? Mackenzie, Haichuni, Wisma, Buxton, Pleasant, Agricola, and I could name a lot of hotspots where the black people were living. It was foreign agents who put black people from the Caribbean, from Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, into Guyana to live amongst the natives, so they could start the problem, because they were paid criminals. Because Dr. Jagan would never come out of the word communism. But many of you Indians who remember this, if you got two houses, you got to share it due to communism, it wasn't true. But I'm not going to get into that. But Guyana, where Indian and blacks are the dominant force. Indians are 247 to 248. Blacks are 227 to 229,000. I am going to be honest, I have all your blood in me. I don't want power. I don't believe that no great-grandchildren of slavery or cheap labor must take a country that don't belong to them. Because he who receives stolen property is worse than the man who stole it. And therefore, all your politicians, from Indian to blacks, who accept and claim that they are the rights of the country, when you have a chip on your back, the white man slave you, and the cheap labor, you all need to go to jail. You all may not like it, but every crime you all committed against innocent people. Some of you might escape it, but will your children and grandchildren escape it? Let me tell you the truth. We said, leave it to God. Everybody said, leave it to God. Vengeance is God. You, when you meet him, you tell him, George Emmanuel Correa said these words, GEC. Why he did not leave Lucifer and the fallen angel that he threw out of heaven. And he named God, but he didn't kill them. Why must I leave you who locked me up wrongfully, beat me, like the black woman on the West Coast? We got your name, we got your address, we know who she belonged to. And the coolie them who started, and I just call name. But when the time come, like many of them, like Horseman, Shamin Mohammed, Horseman wife, that piece of coolie pitch. You could sue me, because Guyana don't have law. Y'all are lawless. We shall have our revenge. It's only time. It's only because we don't believe in certain things. Watch our hands. But none of you will leave Guyana with a visa to come out of Guyana. Trust me, America always gets what America wants. Remember that. We are servants of the United States of America. They make a lot of mistakes, but between 1 to 10, they do 7 is good, 3 is wrong. Because many politicians also here take bribes. And the donors who support them are corrupt people, so they answer their call. And the same thing in Guyana. The black man government under Burnham, only height was different. David Granger takes side. He used a word and said it's alleged too many young black boys in jail. Inisi Amerindian, the native, Inisi Portuguese, Chinese, mixed race, Indian and others, he should cripple. Forgive me, God. He should cripple before he die for that word. But I will forgive him because he got the Portuguese blood in him too. And by the way, I am not against the man. He get an opportunity, say he dance around it. And look what he do. You bloody military, police force, custom, immigration, teachers, postman, postwoman, and others who is in civil servant. He raised all the parliamentarian pay, but he never raised none of your own. And you all are black people alike. And because he mixed a little Portuguese like me. That's unfair, man. Teachers should be paid a proper salary. Custom officer and immigration should be given a very good salary. The military and the police force. Because when your president, your vice president, your prime minister, these garbage are sleeping, your ass is guarding them. Your eyes are open. You are the owl in the night and the chicken hawk in the day. What are you getting? You have no benefit. You have nothing. But you hear these politicians tell you about race. And they use that. If they don't use race, they use religion to corrupt y'all. So they give y'all $5 and they're taking millions. Why y'all so illiterate? Wake the hell up. All of them. All 65 members of parliament, present and past. We have their name, we have their family name, we have everything about them. You know something? We all have to die. Whether you kill us or they who is behind us kill you. But we don't believe in that. Eh? Let me be honest. I raise my hand to God. We don't believe in it. But your children shall eat the bread that the devil need because of y'all don't listen. You Indian, you are not racial. You're corrupt, covetous, vindictive. I don't know what name to give y'all. But you have good ones amongst you. Don't get me wrong. You have good ones amongst you. And most of you are very ungrateful. You don't remember the good things people do for you. Okay? While on the black race, black people are more honorable, genuine, patriotic. Even if you're a black person and you lie to them, they tear you to pieces. You Indian, you want to leave it to God when you are the sinner. Wake your hell up, man. Unite with your black brothers and sisters. Remove the corruption of the 65 members of parliament, former National Front government. I have seen on Facebook, Ramatar was signing some agreement with Maduro. Maduro is from Colombia. He became the president of Venezuela. Due to America's sanction, because of the oil well and other things and the refinery in Venezuela, the people are finding it hard. And I have a message for American black, white, brown, and yellow. Not everybody come to your country, commit a crime. You have done it to them by destroying their country. If you don't like the leader, get rid of them, but give them a leader that is compatible to your system. But instead of you do that, you give them sanction and action and reaction. And what do you expect? And when they arrive to the shore of America, the Americans who are here, oh, what are these immigrants doing here? 80% of those people that crossing the border to come here from Africa, India, elsewhere in the Caribbean, Central, South America, you America have caused it. Wake up. Y'all may not like it, but nothing lasts forever. Caesar fall. Nebuchadnezzar fall. And the great leaders of England fall. Oliver Cromwell cut off King Charles' head. And in France, well, that was a menu every day. They cutting off the queen and the king head. Why we have to go through this in modern civilization? Tell me. And in Guyana, Indians, y'all are very corrupt, vindictive, covetous, presumptuous, and very ungrateful. Y'all don't remember kindness. Y'all love to humiliate your own. You call them hungry belly, uneducated dunce. I'm going to tell you, I got it in my family from my mother's side. Even my mother divided me and my two brothers because of lack of education and knowledge to the future. But at the same time, there's good and bad amongst every one of us. Coffee standing by the Botanic Garden, overlooking the president's office. He have something in his hand, he stand like this. May God answer Coffee prayer, the grandson of black slavery from Ghana. A man who fought against colonialism, whether it was Dutch or British, the Demerara uprising. And he had opened up the eyes of everything else. My good friend David Hines, that we crashed in a car, that sprained his foot or whatever, coming from a meeting in Mackenzie. And what I like about black people, I'll be honest with you, I got your blood in me. We don't care who you are. If you lie to us, we come against you. Indian, just try to sweep it in the corner. You Indian may not like what I'm saying, but I'm telling you the truth. And if you believe in Allah, Bhagwan or God, Guyana is an Amerindian country. And you claim they have a rival and the other one claim emancipation. Then you have to go back to India and Africa and give the Amerindian the country. How did you would like to go to heaven and kick Jesus out of fucking heaven? I give you the F word. Y'all, that's the word you got to always remember, you know. Or Muhammad, who fought against his own in Arabia. Think of it. Friends, I don't care what happens. If y'all kill me, I'll wake up in the bedroom between your wife, you, and me. I don't know who will enjoy the sex, because that time you might get vexed. And at the time, when you think you're having sex with your wife, your ass might be wet. Be careful. I have no apology to this. Because you black people in Guyana who's educated, you use the less fortunate. Lie to them, rob them onto this day, like the Indians. And you people in Guyana, Indian and black, stop going around your president, prime minister, and make them feel that they're so effing important. They're human like you and me. They're nobody. They give themselves a high raise of salary. They cannot be tried by no crime. But you make one mistake, you go to jail. And that's what you want as your leader? Come on. I have a lot of questions even for God. If he said the truth, what's going on? And by while touching this, let me be fair with you. They said the Jews are the most honorable people. They are God's chosen people, but who are the Jews? Those who are there in Israel today? No. If the Bible is truth and the Quran is truth, then the Jewish people should be black people. And Jesus is supposed to be a black person. Think of it. And if what we are seeing in Israel today, what Netanyahu is doing is totally wrong. And I know the Jews got good contact, they got the Mossad, they could kill you 1, 2, 3 of your family. But it will come a time, don't try it. The United States of America and England is responsible for putting y'all into that place. Y'all should have been in Guyana. I would have welcomed you. I swear to God. You would have controlled the world. Because America, once you pay the senators and you give them a little help or whoever, you could do no wrong. That's not right, my friend. There is a God. And we are all human. Let's unite and make this place a better place for the time we are here and for our generation to come and present. I will not blame things because you got a lot of Jews who condemn this war in Palestine. I see a man today on Al Jazeera spoke in the international court, and what he says makes sense, that everybody condemning Israel. But what happened on the 7th of October, is that right? Well, I have a message for him. He must go back before the 7th of October when you are bulldozing their house, shooting at them in the mask, and then you think you're right? Too wrong don't be right, brother. So what are you all waiting on? That America a great country, founded on God in God we trust. Founded on that of Ellis Island, where I'll bring you poor, bring this, whatever. A great country. We have done a lot of good, but we do a lot of wrong by supporting the wrong people. Modern politicians today in the world is all about economics, personal gain. They don't care about people. Y'all might kill me, but I'll wake up in your house. You wouldn't like. I tell you the God truth. I'm only living in this body. Y'all are corrupt. The whole world right now is going through a crisis. What next? When we should share and show humanity, we are destroying everybody. And what goes up must come down, and what goes around have to come around. Don't make nobody fool you. They are good Jews, but they are evil ones too. They are good black people, but they are wicked ones too. They are good European white people, as they say white, I say European, but they are good ones too. They are good Chinese as much as they are devious ones too. Also East Indian. But Indian, I could give you all the credit. Indian are not racial people. They're just effing corrupt, confused. They forget everything what is good. They are very ungrateful. They don't remember kindness. They love to insult and ridicule the less fortunate. While you, the blacks, you will hold your enemy and forgive them and still give them a meal. We are looking for that kind of love and affection in this world so we could go forward. I see a man on Facebook was talking about Africa and what the European divide Africa, give it name and everything else. But he had on a three-piece suit and addressing the African nation, and not a hypocrite. If we love Africa, let's go back into the days of tribal affairs with just a lap cloth around his waist and a spear in his hand, not a collar and tie and a three-piece suit and a brown or a black shoes on his foot, and not a hypocrite. You see me? I believe in God and I believe in humanity. I cannot live if I see one race, but when I see other race, I'm very attracted. I'm very happy because this world, God made it, not me, not you. Ladies and gentlemen, in Georgetown, Guyana, we had the experience of Lyndon Sampson Foss Burnham, a lion son of a effing bitch, and Judas Iscariot as Jenny Kagan. Think of it. And Peter, who said he didn't know Burnham would turn so, but that's his fate. I want to ask the Indian and the black in Guyana, if you're still claiming emancipation as a black race, go back to Africa and let your brothers and sisters in Africa come in your place. For every 100 of you go, 1,000 must come in your place. Every 100,000, bring 10,000 in your place. How would you like that? You condemn the European. You condemn everything. But you have on a three-piece shoes, a high-heel shoes, and your gold teeth, and your gold around your neck. You effing hypocrites. I have no apology to this. But every crime you committed against an innocent man and woman in Guyana, you shall answer it. And even if you depart by death or sickness, your children can take your spot. Trust me. And I said it, Jesus said it. Your children will answer the call. Like the ignorant black woman that living across Guy Bridge, I will not name her. I got pictures of your house, yourself, and some of your family. Even the woman on the East Coast. Even the police who beat my son naked, and y'all didn't give him medical facilities, and y'all calling yourself God? Burn your Bible, you black hypocrites. Listen to Kuli because of a few dollars. Ramzatan, Nagamoto, if y'all know what I know, y'all drink effing poison. We all have to die. And if y'all kill me, I'll wake up in your effing house. You wouldn't like it, and I'll hold on in your ass. You will have to talk everything. Now, I don't care what Barajak do. or Mr. Ali do. Many people are calling me and telling me it's time to remove the government. Under the Ramatar government, in Brooklyn, there was a meeting which I attended. I have pictures of it. Where a set of black people, they want to divide Guyana, Mackenzie go back. I speak there. Why don't they go back to Africa instead of divide Guyana? It's a Buckman country, a Indian country. My friend and some distinguished guests was there. I ain't calling names, some of them in parliament, their wife in parliament. AFC, after fooling the country, and after fooling everybody equally, they in there, Ramjatan, you will eat your shit. Your children will run mad. You don't know who I am. We won't touch you. Look at my hand. And Nagamoto, when you send me that letter that I got and said, you are second in command, you say, I live it to God. Next day you had an attack, locked in an act to your death. But I'd rather you cripple to eat your shit from your ass. Wicked, coolie, treacherous bastard. We don't forget, we forgive, but people like you don't need to be around society. Trust me. Y'all are wicked, devious. I don't trouble y'all, don't trouble me. I have a right to free speech. Once I don't keep from you or offend you in any way. But if you're wrong to me, must I hug you? Come on, Ranjit and Nakamoto. I don't know how the black people join with y'all when y'all are born to grow to hate them. Stupid. The black and the Portuguese bring us independence to Guyana. With the Amerindian, and y'all turn back and shun us. There's only two races in Guyana, Coolie and black people. Indian and black. You bastards. Whatever crime y'all do, we can get you, whether you live in America, Canada, England. We got your name, we got your family name. Look at my hands. Our hands are clean. But who's behind us? Is we holding it back? Unless y'all would have started to see what's going on. We are holding it back. Because we don't believe in taking people's life or making it miserable. Remember, we are servants of the United States of America. They do a lot of good, but they make a few mistakes because of opportunists like y'all. Corrupt bastards. But nevertheless, God had Lucifer and he was the enemy, throw you out. If God take y'all into him, y'all will throw his ass out if you have to be. Wicked, devious, and treacherous. Open up the door to Ghana and Africa and the Caribbean, Venezuela and others, and let Guyana have a population of 60 to 50 million people. And for Mr. Maduro, I have a message for you, my brother. Don't go back to be a bus driver or a conductor. Stop your nonsense. It's an Amerindian country, Venezuela, Guyana, Brazil, the whole Latin and South America. There's an Amerindian leader emerging very soon. Be careful what you ask for, okay? And America gets what America wants. I am your host, George Correa. Nothing personal. I mean nothing against God. Have a good day, and God be with all of us. Forgiveness is there.